Hello there!
Welcome back to another video! We're here with episode 2 of my 7 Days of Huevember Bleach Edition series. Today we're working on the colour Indigo, and if you had a keen eye in last episode, you might have seen a little snippet of what this will result in, because I filmed all the final reveal little shots after I'd completed it, but will be a while before we get there, and it will be a while before we kind of get to the final sketch. I did give a little insight last time into what sort of struggles I had with a couple of these, and yes, a couple of these gave me a lot of trouble. I'm not going to reveal just yet who this is, but if you know your Bleach characters, you might have an idea just based off of the colour. But I will say that it's a very how should I say? It's a very good looking lady, and I wanted to try to make sure I drew at least a couple ladies, even though Bleach has a wealth of handsome husbandos to choose from. I did want to do my best to include a couple lovely ladies in this series, so this is the first of the couple that I included, and I was having a hard time. Here there's this huge gap, and I'm choosing deliberately to leave this gap, because even though this is sped up about 1,000 times speed, I just spent for there was I think 2 failed sketches. This is the 3rd or the 4th, and I was just desperately trying to find some sort of reference, some sort of inspiration, and then erasing, and then some sort of reference, some sort of inspiration, and then erasing. And I had the hardest time. I think it's been a very long time since I drew such a confident looking lady, and I just really could not find kind of how I wanted to get this to look out, so it was a very big struggle. Eventually I came to something, and it was a lot more simple. This one actually I continued on for a while, but I don't know if it's very obvious who it is. Yeah, it's not Soy Phone, I'll tell you that much, but you're close if you guessed her. But yeah, I really wanted to push myself, especially because the last episodes and this episodes were before I got Pokemon and started playing, so I had a bit more time to play around, but I was just nope. But then I finally settled on a sketch which I felt kind of captured. I still felt a little bit tepid about this, I'll be honest, but I was happy to just get something that sort of captured what I wanted to capture of this character. And again, it doesn't kind of rank as closely to the sort of brainstorming and concepting and all of that I came up with the pink edition. But for Indigo, I chose to draw Yoruichi. I chose to draw Yoruichi in the outfit that we saw her wearing in the flashback, but the flashback of when she was a teenager, of when she and Kisuke met. But yeah, I decided to draw her in that outfit, but obviously with her more kind of modern hairstyle and stuff like that. And I don't know, it was just such a struggle, man. It was very, I don't know, I'm not really used to trying to draw superhero pose photos. I don't know what I was trying to accomplish. There was one point in one of the earlier sketches where I had even drawn this whole tree branch thing. I was trying to play on the fact that she's a cat, and going for kind of a Jungle Book Black Panther kind of idea. But yeah, in the end, settled for this one. No complicated background here, because to be fair, she's got a lot of dark colors in her design, so I kind of wanted her to pop out of the page. But I finally kind of settled for something that looked like her, and yeah, overall it was a struggle. I think this one is not the one that gave me the most trouble. We'll get to that one, but this one is the one that gave me the second most amount of trouble, I would say. And overall, I am quite happy with it, and it looks a lot better with the color coming in. And I do think that, so I guess this is a bit of a spoiler later in the video, but the marker I was using for this started dying on me, but I ended up using that to my advantage, because when a marker starts drying out, we lose this really cool texture. So I did use that to my advantage. But overall, I had a really kind of underdog uphill battle with this, and I'm glad that I pushed through and I got to something I was happy with. But oh goodness, I need to practice drawing characters like Yoruichi more often, just because it's very outside of what I've been drawing lately, and I don't know, it kind of I mean, it is my instinct, but I'm more you kind of fall into there's artists that only draw guys, there's artists that only draw girls. I'm definitely more of the pursuit of only drawing husbandos, so drawing some good looking ladies is definitely on my to-do list for next year probably. But I am happy with how this turned out overall, and I really like Yoruichi's outfit here. I love that it's not like hakama as in like it's pleated, but I love that it's like it bunches in the lower part of the legs because it's like billowing fabric or whatever, but it has that thing that hooks up at the feet, and then the bare feet. I love me drawing some bare feet. This is part of the reason why I like drawing like Naruto characters so much. I think like when I was younger and I found out that Kishimoto liked drawing feet so much, that's why he made all of his like ninja sandals open-toed. I was like, who would ever do that to themselves? But now that I've gotten like the hang of drawing feet, I was like, okay, I can see why he would do that to himself. It's fun. And yeah, I don't know, it just adds details. And shoes, obviously shoes are fun to draw too, but shoes are like so much more structured, and with the laces and all that, I would much rather draw toes than draw laces, honestly. But yeah, overall very happy. It's kind of weird because, and I had this issue when I drew Yamato from One Piece as well, where the kind of pants, I know they're not hakama, well, Yamato does wear hakama, but Yoruichi here isn't, but the slit goes down further than the obi, but then it's kind of like that, and especially, so if the person is standing straight, it's fine, but Yoruichi here has a leg bent, so like, how does that look? And it was kind of interesting to puzzle out, and oh my gosh, you can start seeing the beginnings of the marker starting to die and dry. But I feel like it looks cool because I got through the kind of outfit portion of it all right, and then it was more so with the hair that was starting to dry out, but I'm like, hey, it's just hair texture, let's just live with it, baby. And I was trying to bring out the white pen to kind of correct some issues that were coming up with the drying marker, but overall I think that I'm quite happy with this. It was a uphill battle, but it was worth it. I really captured, I think, her sort of personality through this pose, and I really enjoyed it, and I think this is my first time ever drawing Yoruichi, and I want to draw her more often, I think. Here there's a pause in the video because I was grabbing some alternate supplies. I was just making sure it was which color I wanted to grab, and don't mind the other stuff in there, don't mind anyway, we won't talk about it, but I did find an indigo that I liked, and I didn't feel it was proper to not shade in her skin, but obviously the markers are too dark, so shading in her skin and then adding a couple of extra details with a color pencil before we wrap up episode 2 of Huevember Bleach Edition. And yeah, let me know what you think. Let me know if you were able to capture any of the earlier sketches. Which one did you like, the one that I ended up going with in the end, or did you like any of the other ones? And yeah, I hope you continue to follow along with the series. We've got 6 videos left after this one, and yeah, let me know what you think. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you soon.